every day, every season. I ball, I ball, I ball every day, every season. Ball, I ball, I ball, I ball every day, every season. I ball, I ball, I ball every day, every season. Ball, I ball.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm your host, Deshaun Fauntleroy. We're on iBall Media. Once again, this is another episode of The Roster. And today we have TJ Zimmerman on. TJ, am I saying your last name right?
Yes, you are. Yep, Zimmerman.
So, got a football player, tight end. TJ, tell us, what class are you and what school do you go to? And if you play, I know you play football, and do you play any other sports?
So I go to West Albany High School in Albany, Oregon. I'm in the class of 2021, and I play basketball, tight end, D end, and basketball and football.
So in terms of sports, we always talk about family values here. What are some of the things that you learned early on from your mom and dad, your parents and guardians, that you take to like your football community, you take to your basketball community, and just to high school, period?
Definitely some things I learned from my family would just be my work ethic. My parents worked so hard to provide for my family and, set us up with a better life than maybe they had growing up and provide. So definitely just the base of my work ethic would just be seeing them go to work every day and grind. Some other things would just be part of that family feeling that comes with football, the bonding, the brothership of, being hard on your teammates, but never like dogging them, but, getting them together, and just the family feel that comes with football is I definitely had a good advantage going into that, knowing already how to treat people right and how to do certain things to get guys to respond. So you can have good family values on your team.
Yeah, man, I appreciate your work ethic. I've had a chance to see you play on a number of occasions. We've played against you guys. And one thing I noticed about you is you don't talk much. You'll definitely stand up for yourself, but you run good routes. You always catch the ball. You could play on my team any damn time. I say that about the good players, but I can tell you're doing something that pays off. And that's what I can appreciate. And, you can look at certain players from week to week, and when I look at you, I see consistency every single week. So that obviously comes from the work that you've been doing. So I want to stay in the same vein. COVID-19 starts in March. We're in December now. We're back on certain types of shutdowns depending on the counties that you live in. You talk about the season being canceled. Now it's being moved to the spring. What's kept you persevering through COVID-19? What's kept TJ Zimmerman going?
So honestly, at the start, I was definitely a little bummed. And, for probably about a week, I was not on the right path as far as the mental part and the work ethic. But I finally just said, you got to make a positive out of a negative. You got to keep pushing. So start of quarantine, I started with a new personal trainer after that first week or first specific shutdown, masked up and everything. And I really started going hard. I started working out with Keith Brown and a couple guys over in Lebanon at a gym called Performance Zone. And it really helped me. Everything started to go up for me. And it was definitely, for me, it was all about mindset. Understanding that the game is changing, recruiting's changing, visits, dead periods, everything. And that if I wanted to be able to come out and, compete at the highest level, get a chance to compete at the highest level, that I was just going to have to keep finding ways to keep getting better and keep pushing, when it'd be very easy to sit around and not do that. But you can't. You just got to keep getting better because somebody's always working.
So basically, how you've changed your mindset, and that's what kept you successful in terms of being able to persevere and move forward and put yourself in a position. I wanted to ask you before we go any further, are there any particular schools that you're interested in, or particular schools that are recruiting you right now, or particular offers?
So I have an offer from Western Oregon. I have offers from Linfield, Lewis and Clark, kind of that D3 conference. I've been talking to Eastern Washington, a little to University of Northern Colorado, and then the Oregon and OSU walk-on coaches are also, that's definitely something I'm working on with as far as Oregon and OSU goes.
Yeah, one of the things I'll tell you, man, is to keep going because, they're going to have to fill the rosters at some point. And then there's just going to be some kids that if you're sitting home playing Call of Duty, the new Madden, whatever else games that, folks at your age tend to play, you're going to get that call because you're going to be in shape when it's time for you to go catch balls or go run, and them wanting to see how you move in space and time. So I would say just keep at it, man. It sounds like you're definitely on the right track. That's what I hear. Now, moving forward, based on everything that you've been through, we talk about the college football recruiting process, your experience from going from a ninth grader in high school to being a senior right now. This could be like your wins, it could be your losses or your failures. What advice would you give to other young athletes who may be coming behind you in your shoes, or the ninth grade kid at your school at West Albany that looks up to you? What would you say to him or her?
My biggest advice, honestly, is it's all about mindset, perseverance, and your work ethic. So for me, going into high school, I was not, I was just kind of bigger, out of shape kid. I played football, I played basketball, but I hadn't come into my body yet. I had always done enough to compete and be good and play, but I had never gone that extra step. I had never pushed myself to keep getting better and better and better. And for me, it's all about mindset. No matter how many times you're getting knocked back down, no matter how long you haven't been seeing results, you got to keep finding ways and keep going to get better. It's all about outwork. For me, it's heart, it's mindset, and it's perseverance. That'll get you everything, especially in high school. If you work your tail off and you really want something and you put your mind to it, you'll be able to get it. You just always got to work.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. It's heart, mindset, and perseverance. We're getting into the fourth quarter of this conversation. So before we close out, TJ, the last question that I have for you is, I'm a college recruiter. Why should I invest $250,000 in you, a scholarship for 4 or 5 years? What makes you special? Why do I want to bring you into my Division I AA collegiate football community?
I think there's a couple things. For one, I always talk about work ethic, and I'm just waiting for that chance to show it. I'm waiting for the coach to give me that chance and to prove it, and showcase my abilities and what I can bring to the table for a team. There's multiple things. It's all for me. I'm coachable. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna study film, study playbook, have all of that stuff down, all the mental part, and just always be coachable and always just be, for one, a great team player. There's never going to be any problems with me causing any scenes, anything like that. I'm just a guy who's going to go out there, get it done what the coach asks, and go out and prove myself. That's why I think coach should take a chance on me.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, man. I know I would definitely take a chance on you as far as what I've seen playing 7-on-7. You being a route runner. It's not like you're just this guy out there playing tight end. I've seen you run good routes and catch some balls, and I was like, damn, he caught that, to where you're a factor on the field. Like, you're the guy that I'm worried about when I'm playing y'all, because those third and longs, you catch the ball every time. But nevertheless, man, you've heard it here first. This is Deshaun Fauntleroy with iBall Media. We've had a great interview with TJ Zimmerman. He's a senior at West Albany High School, tight end. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on, man. Tell your parents you love them after this. They've helped you get to a good place. The best thing I can tell you is you just got to keep going because other people are stopping right now. So keep the faith in yourself, man. I've seen enough from you. I know that you can play at a Division I or Division I AA level. So don't settle for less, man, and keep challenging yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep, you're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.